Hello everyone. So welcome back to the second video on modulus. So the first video was pretty long, so what I did was I ended after half an hour. So in that video I have basically explained the distance concept. If this is the first video that you're watching for modulus, so I would recommend you to go through the first video, because in this I'm gonna start from where I left in the first video. So in the first one, I have explained the basics of modulus, like how to define modulus, then what's the distance concept, how to draw the graph for y is equal to mod of x, and so on and so forth. In this, we'll be learning the critical point method for modulus. Okay. So let's get started. Like, how do you solve questions using critical point method? So first of all, what is a critical point? So critical point is basically the value for which the result of modulus is equal to 0. Critical point is basically the value of the variable for which the result of modulus is equal to 0. For example, if I talk about mod of x minus 3. So what is the critical point for mod of x minus 3? The critical point is x is equal to 3. Because at x is equal to 3, mod of x minus 3 is equal to 0. Similarly, find the critical point of minus y plus 10. So put minus y plus 10 is equal to 0. So you'll get y is equal to 10. So what is the critical point? The critical point is equal to 10 in this case. Now, why do we need to understand the critical point? Why do we need it? Because the reason is that the function behaves in a different way to the left of critical point and to the right of critical point. The function modulus behaves in a different way to the left of critical point and to the right of critical point. For example, if you take y is equal to mod of x, in this case the critical point is x is equal to 0, right? The critical point is x is equal to 0. So when you go to the right of this function, when you go to the right of this critical point, that is when you go for a value greater than or equal to 0. In that case, this function will give you a result that y is equal to x. But when you go to the left of this critical point, this function will behave as y is equal to minus x. This is what is meant by this critical point. So the function behaves separately to the left and to the right of every critical point that you have. That's why the first thing we do is we first calculate the critical point, and then accordingly we solve the question. Okay, so we're going to start off with an easy example, and then we will move to the difficult ones. So let's take the first one. Let's say mod of x minus 3 is equal to 4. Find out the value of x. Okay, now you already know how to solve this question using distance formula, but let's say if you have to solve this using the critical point method. Understand these steps now. First is calculate the critical point. You'll find that the critical point is x is equal to 3. So we're going to take two cases. Case number 1, technically it's 3 cases. We also take the critical point also into consideration, no doubt in that. So let's take the case number 1 when x is greater than 3. Now I am defining x to be greater than 3. Please understand this, guys. I am defining x to be greater than 3. Okay, since I'm defining x to be greater than 3, now understand this. If the value of this x is greater than 3, can I say the result of x minus 3 will always be positive or no? If the value of x is greater than 3, can I say x minus 3 will always be positive? Yes or no? If x minus 3 is always positive, can I say that since x minus 3 is always positive, I don't have to be concerned with the sign of the expression, and I can simply open mod of x minus 3 is equal to x minus 3 or no? Because this expression already is positive, so I can open this as it is. If you remember that mod of x is equal to x when x is positive, When this expression inside the modulus itself is positive, I can simply open this as it is. I don't have to worry about signs. So in case 1, since I'm defining x to be greater than 3, in case 1, since I'm defining x to be greater than 3, since x itself is greater than 3, so greater than 3 minus 3 itself is a positive quantity. If it itself is a positive quantity, I don't have to worry about signs. I can open this function as it is, right? This is what we discussed in the first video. If you have mod of 5, this is simply equal to 5. I don't have to worry about signs because the quantity inside modulus itself is positive, right? So you can simply open mod of x minus 3 as simply x minus 3. You don't have to worry about this. And then you can write this as x minus 3 is equal to 4, or you will get x is equal to 7. So what is the value of x? The value of x is equal to 7. You will get the exact same answer using the distance concept also. So let me do one thing for clarification. Let me write the distance concept here. So mod of x minus 3 is equal to 4. That means the distance between x and 3 is equal to 4 units. So put 3 somewhere here. Looking for two numbers which are at a distance of 4. So one is 7 and another is minus 1. Alright. Now let's take the other case which basically confuses us. So I'm going to take the second case, which is when x is less than 3. Okay, this is you need to understand carefully. Now when x is less than 3, just tell me this: if x is less than 3, can I say x minus 3 will be negative or no? If x is less than 3, can I say x minus 3 will be negative, yes or no? It will be negative, right? Now the quantity inside the mod is negative. So if I take like mod of minus 7, how do we open this? We open this as minus of minus 7, right? I told you, do not remember the answer, understand how it will come, how it will become 7. Okay, so if I have mod of minus 7, that will become minus of minus 7 because I have a negative quantity inside mod. Similarly, what is x minus 3? X minus 3 is a negative quantity. X minus 3 is a negative quantity, but the result of mod is always non-negative. So how do I make it non-negative? I'll have to put a negative sign in front of it while opening it. So this will become minus of x minus 3. X minus 3 is negative. I can't say mod of x minus 3 will be equal to x minus 3 when x minus 3 is negative, because it's a negative quantity. In order to convert it into positive, I'll have to multiply this by a negative sign. So I'll have mod of x minus 3, mod of x minus 3 is equal to minus of x minus 3, that will be equal to 4. So this is how you open modulus. For the negative part, this will become negative x plus 3 is equal to 4, negative x is equal to 1, or x is equal to minus 1. So the two values of x that we are searching for is x is equal to 7 and x is equal to minus 1, which is the exact same answer that we will get using the distance concept. This is what you need to understand regarding the critical point method. Okay, and one more thing which I almost forgot, that is I'll have to take the case at the critical point also. So when I take x is equal to 3, in that case x minus 3 will automatically become 0. And is 0 equal to 4? No, it's not. So this doesn't satisfy. Okay, so your answer to this question is simply x is equal to minus 1 and x is equal to 7. That's it. Let's take another example and we'll try to solve that question using critical point method also. So I have mod of p minus 3 is less than 4. I have mod of p minus 3 is less than 4. So again, first find out the critical point. So you'll observe that the critical point is p is equal to 3. So first case you will take p is equal to 3. Second case you will take p is greater than 3, and third case you will take p is less than 3. Now if p is equal to 3, plug in the value of p in the equation. When p is equal to 3, you will get mod of 0 is less than 4, which effectively is true. Which effectively is true. So therefore this satisfies. Okay, or this is one of the solutions for the inequality given above. So p can be equal to 3 when mod of p minus 3 is less than 4. Take the second case when p is greater than 3. So when you will take p greater than 3, I can say p minus 3 will be positive. So I don't have to worry about the sign. So I'm going to simply say p minus 3 is less than 4, or p will simply become less than 7. Take the third case when p is less than 3. If p is less than 3, then p minus 3 will become negative. Now p minus 3 is negative, so I can't open mod of p minus 3 as p minus 3. Okay, because p minus 3 is negative, result of mod is not negative. So I'm going to open this modulus as minus of p minus 3. This will become minus of p minus 3 is less than 4. Now multiply both sides by negative, your sign of inequality will change. You will have p minus 3 is greater than minus 4, and you will have p is greater than minus 1. Now you can try solving this question using the distance concept. Draw a line, put 3. First of all, look for two numbers which are at a distance of 4. One is 7, one is minus 1. Are you looking for a distance of 4? No, you're looking for a distance less than 4. You'll stick to the right of minus 1, you'll stick to the left of 7. So the value of p is either less than 7 or greater than minus 1. Alright, these are the two answers. Let's try some more questions on this. Let me give you the question. In the meantime, I can rub off the expressions on the screen. So take this, mod of x plus 4 is greater than 2. Try solving this question. So if I have mod of x plus 4 is greater than 2, I will use the critical point method. I'm not going into the distance concept. Okay. So first of all, calculate the critical point. So for that, you will have to put x plus 4 is equal to 0, which will give you x is equal to negative 4. So I'm going to take like 3 values. First is x is equal to negative 4. Second is when x is greater than negative 4, and third is when x is less than negative 4. When x is equal to negative 4, so I'm going to replace x by negative 4. So I'm going to get mod of negative 4 plus 4, which is 0. So 0 is greater than 2. Is this true? No. Is this true? No. So that means x is equal to minus 4 is not part of my solution. Okay, so remove x is equal to negative 4. Second case is take x to be greater than negative 4. Now when you say greater than negative 4, you're looking for values like minus 3.5, minus 3, minus 4, and so on and so forth. So if x is greater than negative 4, then I can say that x plus 4 will be positive. If x is greater than negative 4, then x plus 4 will be positive. So I don't have to worry about the sign when I'm going to open the modulus part of mod of x plus 4, considering the fact that x is greater than negative 4. Okay. So if x plus 4 is positive, I can simply say x plus 4 will be greater than 2, or from here you will get x is greater than minus 2. When x is less than -4, so in that case I'm looking for values like -5, -6, -7 and so on and so forth. In that case x plus 4 will be negative. So in that case I can't simply open mod of x plus 4 as x plus 4. Okay, I'll have to put a negative sign because this quantity is negative. So I'm going to open this expression as minus of x plus 4, because when x plus 4 is negative, and if I put a negative sign in front of the entire expression, then the whole expression will become positive. You can say minus of x plus 4 is greater than 2, multiply both sides by a negative sign. So x plus 4 is less than -2 and x will be less than -6. Now you can verify your result using the distance concept. I have a positive, so I'm going to break this into two negatives, and this will become x minus of -4 is greater than 2. So I'm going to put like -4. Two numbers which are at a distance of 2 units from -4 is -2 and -6. But I'm looking for a distance greater than 2, so I'll go to the right of -2 and to the left of -6. Hence, you can see your answer is x is greater than -2 or x is less than -6. So this is basically known as the critical point method to solve questions pertaining to modulus. Okay, let me give you one more question. Okay, try this one out. Okay, so we say that mod of p minus 4 is less than -2. So the critical point will become p is equal to 4. So we will take three cases when p is equal to 4. Second is when p is greater than 4, and third case is when p is less than 4. When you take p is equal to 4, you'll get 0 is less than -2. Is that true? No, 0 is not less than -2. So p equals to 4 goes out. Okay, you will get 0 is less than -2, which is not true. So p equals to 4 goes out. Second is you will take p is greater than 4. If p is greater than 4, then p minus 4 is positive, so you don't have to worry about the sign. So you can simply open modulus of p minus 4 as p minus 4, and this will become p minus 4 is less than -2. So p will simply become less than 2. Now here, understand this. This is a very important thing. I have assumed p to be greater than 4. Okay, or not assume, let me put it this way, I am considering p to be greater than 4. So if I am considering p to be greater than 4, using that I have opened my modulus, that mod of p minus 4 will be simply equal to p minus 4. Using the fact that p is greater than 4, I am able to say that mod of p minus 4 will be equal to p minus 4. Using the fact that p is greater than 4, I am able to say that mod of p minus 4 is equal to p minus 4. However, the result that I am getting after solving the inequalities, p is less than 2. I have already stated that p is greater than 4. I am getting the result p is less than 2. Is this even possible? The two results are basically contradicting each other. So you will not take this conclusion into consideration. You will not take this conclusion into consideration. Okay, go for the third one. P is less than p is less than 4. If p is less than 4, in that case p minus 4 will be negative. So in order to open mod of p minus 4, this will become minus of p minus 4. say I can say minus of p minus 4 will be less than minus 2. Multiply both sides by negative, sign of inequality will change. P minus 4 will be greater than 2 or P will be greater than 6. P will be greater than 6. Now observe again, we are taking P to be less than 4. We are taking P to be less than 4. However, my conclusion is P is greater than 6. Again, they are contradicting. Can you take this into consideration? Again, no. So you'll observe that no value of P satisfies whether P is equal to 4, greater than 4 or less than 4. Now go back to the question. Question says mod of P minus 4 is less than minus 2, which means distance between P and 4 is less than minus 2. Distance between P and 4 is less than minus 2. Now think about this logically. Is this even possible that the distance between P and 4 is less than minus 2? No, it's not. No possible values of P. Okay, sorry, no question mark. No possible values of P. So this is what you need to understand regarding modulus in whole. Okay, so these two lectures, or basically these two videos, are basically going to cover up the entire modulus part which you need to know. However, if you still have some doubts, any concerns, then do let me know in the comment box. And that will be all as far as the modulus part is concerned. Okay, thank you so much. Keep watching and keep learning, guys. Thank you so much.